Hello, you're welcome to Trending Woman right here in Galaxy Television, a program that focuses on positive family values. I am Alero Thediari. Today's program promises to be an interesting one as we have a psychiatrist who will be educating us on depression. We'll kick off with the Arabic segment and Trending Woman. We'll be right back.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Ogunubi Oluseun Peter. I'm a consultant psychiatrist and I'm a mental health advocate. Today we'll be talking about depression, and it is important that viewers understand that there's a huge difference between ordinary feeling of sadness and being depressed. Most of the time in colloquial language, we say, I'm depressed. And when I see my client or a friend says, I'm depressed, I just say, may you never be depressed. Because depression is actually a medical or a terminology that is used in medical parlance. It is different from normal sadness that, okay, I'm not happy. It is when the brain is disordered. But I will quickly mention some major symptoms that will make our viewers to understand that, oh, when you see someone like this, that person is suffering from depression. First is mood. The person just discovered that the mood is persistently sad. It's even from, I'm sad today, tomorrow, oh, and I move on. How was yesterday? Bad. But now, I'm here in the joint, I'm cooling off, I'm whining, I'm dancing. That's not depression. Depression is consistently for a minimum of at least 2 weeks, the person is constantly sad. Some for no reason, some exaggerated reason. Apart from sadness, when you now discover that you have loss of interest in previously enjoyed activity, for no reason, the person will just discover that he doesn't have interest in watching TV. He used to read papers, but he just realized that some love driving, they love driving, they just don't want to drive again. You love cooking, you don't like going shopping or cooking or doing anything. Then we say that is anhedonia. That is, you have lost interest in previously enjoyed. So a guy that used to enjoy sports and is a Barca fan to the core, and now Barca is playing Chelsea, a tough match, and he's just at home. Barca is playing. Aha, that is loss of interest. The next thing is there is weakness. Sometimes people just say, I feel weak. I'm tired. I can't just do anything. Any small thing, they just realize that before they move from here to here, for no reason. That is what makes them to go to the hospital. So they go to the hospital, they do malaria tests, typhoid tests, all sorts of tests. They waste all their money, but yet they don't get well. It is depression. Then in addition, people may not begin to just feel pessimistic. Oh, everybody saying Nigeria is going to be great. Oh, say what's great? They just realize that they're becoming more negative. Then they begin to look at themselves. Some look at themselves and they just feel they are helpless. Meanwhile, they are help around, but they just feel worthless. Their achievements just don't make anything to them again. They may have built houses and everything, they have children all over. They just feel they are worthless. What have they achieved? They concentrate on the things they have not achieved. And at the same time, they begin to think of just ending it, suicidal ideation or behavior. Oh, what's in this life? We are helpless, I'm hopeless, I'm worthless. So what else? When all these things, then some begin to lose concentration. They cannot concentrate. They miss figures at work. Then they keep away from work. When all these things are happening, you can see it's a cluster of syndromes. Then depression is setting in. So it depends on the number of these syndromes that are present. Some, just few ones say it's a mild depression. So with mild depression, quickly do counseling and the person will be okay. Some it is moderate when you have more of this cluster of symptoms. And then some it is severe when they're actually contemplating suicide. It is not of their willpower. It is not in their ability. Unfortunately, there's a moral dichotomy in which people just feel, come on, be a man. Be a man. It has happened to me. Just get up. You failed one exam or your boyfriend, your girlfriend left you. Because there's usually one trigger that causes it. One or two triggering factors, and then the person goes into depression. And then the people around say, come on. And this person says, I feel like dying. What's wrong with you? Come on, be a man. Somebody will have malaria. Person will have fever. Everybody will come around. Oh, you are shaking. Let's get into the hospital. The same pathophysiology happens to malaria. But in the brain also, we have another pathophysiology that causes depression. But because it is in the behavioral symptom, people say, be a man. Meanwhile, it is worse than that malaria. So that is why it is important for people to understand these symptoms. That when people around you or you, when you're having 1, 2, 3, 4 of these symptoms, poor concentration, inability to sleep, you're able to sleep by 4 a.m., 3 a.m., you are awoken. And then we call it late insomnia. You cannot sleep again. You keep missing. You withdraw to yourself. You don't find life very interesting. People are laughing. People are just saying, what's wrong with these people? The problem of Nigeria becomes your own. Then you may be tilting towards depression. I think knowledge is the key. And that's why a program such as this is very vital. It's making people to understand, because it is the knowledge of what you know that will help you. If you don't know the purpose of anything, abuse is inevitable. If you don't know what depression is, if you don't know how you need to first of all understand the symptoms. That is the first solution. Understanding yourself, understanding the people around you. When you see the personality of somebody changing persistently, know that you may be going through. And also knowing that not all illness, everything is depression. There are other categories of mental illness, but we are talking about depression today. I'm Dr. Ogunobi Oluseun Peter. I'm a consultant psychiatrist, and I have my private hospital as Grace Cottage Clinic, Ikorodu, Lagos.
Welcome back. The program is still Trending Woman right here on Galaxy Television, and we'll write you on our Trending Woman for this week. And with me is this beautiful woman. Yes, she is a successful businesswoman and the managing director of Quincy Abels and president of Tobi Keeney. You're welcome on the program.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, you actually look radiant.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And you too.
Thanks so much. And before we actually got on set, we were talking about the achievements in which you've actually gotten into. We're just going to take it one step at a time. Let's get to meet you. Who's Tobi Keeney?
Who's me? My name is Tobi Keeney. I'm married with 2 boys, wonderful boys, and I am the managing director of Quincy Herbals. And just a simple, fun-loving person.
Oh, interesting. Now let's talk about you getting to be a woman. What's your own idea of being a real woman?
My idea of being a real woman
Yes.
is it's very hard to encompass in a very short sentence. But a real woman to me is somebody who is strong,
All right.
strong-willed, strong mind, has a lot of endurance, and is a determined person. A strong woman also is somebody who doesn't care about what other people think or say, and does things that she feels will benefit her, her family, her children, and her career. I also believe a real woman is somebody who is God-fearing. I'll have to say that, and dedicated to their work for their faith and their passion in what they do.
All right then. How have you been able to blend work and family? And moreover, you had to pick up the baton from your mom. It's more or less like a lot of people would expect so much. Like, would she be able to deliver?
True.
And because there's always this, they're more or less like Jet's age children. Would they want to do it the way their mom actually did it? So how was it like for you to pick up that baton from your mom?
Well, first of all, I'll have to commend her. She did a great job of actually setting the standard, laying the foundations down for us, and made our job to be much easier. Yes. It's actually a lot of work that we have to do. But the good thing is we've always been in the business with her.
Okay.
So it was very easy for us to just transition from being in the business to being more, in the business.
Into it.
Yeah. So it's been a good thing. We've been able to bring the modern touch to the business.
Sure.
And get our business actually on the
global market.
on the global market, exactly.
We'll take a quick break right now, and Trending Woman will be right here with Tobi Keeney. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The program is still Trending Woman right here on Galaxy Television. And with me is the beauty and the brain, and definitely the MD, Managing Director, Quincy Abels, and person of Tobi Keeney. Now, let's talk about marital issues, because it's something that is in trend. Let me just put it that way.
Mean marital good or bad? Okay,
Issues, because what do you think are the causes of this marital issues? Because these days is more or less like negativity. I've actually been visiting a lot of happy homes, so it's not exactly what we saw while growing up that is being portrayed right now in terms of marriages. Even the younger ones are even so scared to get into it.
Can I be frank?
Yes, definitely. Why?
The first thing I think with marriages now is people are getting married for the sake of being married. For the wedding dress, for the ashwabi, for the makeup. They're getting married for the souvenirs they're going to pass out and the pictures that are going to come out on Instagram. That's why a lot of people are getting married. Or they want to be married because they want to be MRS, Mrs. this or Mrs. that. They're forgetting that marriage is bringing together of two separate strangers, have no relation with each other, and trying to make it work to build a family. And to fulfill all righteousness, let's put it that way. And so a lot of girls, the other thing I'll say is causing a lot of problem is social media. I'm so happy that when I met my husband and everything, social media was not
that's even good. You're actually going to celebrate 10 years next year.
Exactly. We've known each other 12 years, and in 2005, 2006, social media was at its infancy. So we didn't even go through the stress of WhatsApp, Instagram, and all those different things like that. And I honestly think it made our relationship to be better. I can't imagine now, you don't have a privacy. You don't have your privacy of your phone. You don't have your privacy of your space. You don't have any personal space. Everybody is, knowing what you're doing at every given time. And then there are these these unrealistic ideologies of what marriage is about, especially on social media. You see one man holding the woman's hand, they are running down the beach, And so these girls are thinking, when I get married, me and my husband will be running down the street. I've never, since I got married till today, my husband and I have never been to a beach in our entire lives. We've been too busy with life, than to, yes, we have time for each other and things like that, but
there's some make believe.
There's some
like just fantasy.
Some fantasies that that this marriage is so so nice and just a bed of roses, and it's an Instagram marriage. A lot of people they're marrying for Instagram. That's number one. Then number two, that's another issue that I noticed, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. The women are getting more empowered.
Okay.
Yes, women are getting more empowered, and unlike before, a lot of women don't need men. before where maybe a grandmother, depending on her husband to survive or to eat or to do anything. A lot of women actually, they're fine. They don't need a man to elevate themselves. They're empowered on their own. And we're still in that that culture where a woman has to depend on the man and ask the man for this and ask the man for that. Yet we're shifting away from that, where women are independent. They have their own things they're doing, and they can stand on their own without having a man. So it's causing a lot of problems. Now there's some women that can't cook. They've never needed to learn how to cook. They went to the dorms where they were cooking for them, and from there they went to university where they buy their food, and then that's it. They don't know how to they don't know how to cook. But it's still a requirement in Nigeria that if you want to get married, no matter how rich your father is, and no matter how many books you read, you must know how to cook and be domesticated. So that's another issue going on. Now, the third issue, but this is an issue that I always talk about, is the area of monogamy, especially on the man's side. Let's be real. Majority of our grandfathers had more than one wife. Majority of our grandfathers, the culture is to marry wives.
Wives.
So
far you're able to take care of them.
Concubines. Yes, exactly. As long as you can take care of them. And the society now is telling us that you should only marry one wife and nothing else. It's going to take a lot more than 2 generations
to actually get that correct.